makes me sit here.
That's good. Well, thank you, Vanessa. So Lindsay, you were here for a while, and what you got a couple of years in, you decided finally, I guess, to do Rooted, which is our 10-week kind of follow Jesus pathway. That was kind of, you weren't drawn to it at first, you said. Tell us about that.
Well, me and my wife spent a lot of time being isolated Christians, not going to church. We had a lot of kind of fear involved with coming to church. And then when we finally did come to Santa Cruz Bible, we didn't interject ourselves in right away. And so starting out with Rooted, we saw the Rooted testimonies, the cardboard testimonies that they do. I don't know if you guys seen the videos. And it was, I had been reading in the Bible more and more about this obedience God calls us to. And one of those things is to be in fellowship with each other. And so I just felt more and more to step into the fellowship that God called us to. And I thought I had a really good opportunity to do that with Rooted.
So you did, and you said that Rooted wasn't just like what you thought, just a typical Bible study. It was actually, and I love what you said, even that it was more like the church being the church that you read about in the Bible, right? Is that kind of what you experienced in Rooted?
Yeah, and I don't want to take anything away from what we do here, because I think this is great that we all come here and fellowship together. But the Bible also, I think this is just a part of what the Bible shows the church is supposed to be like. This beautiful community where everybody's supportive of each other, where it's not a 10-90 mix, but it's 100% mix. And going into Rooted, it's like I had a really big heart for this type of fellowship, for this type of church. And Rooted provided an opportunity to start that, almost like a doorway into that community, into that church. I kind of see this as a brokerage now, almost, where this is a place where Richard and the other staff here at Santa Cruz Bible are providing an opportunity to get back to church, what it's supposed to look like in the Bible.
I love it. So but you didn't just go through Rooted. You went through it, and then you and Scott Newman, our pastor of discipleship, were talking, and you were like, you know what? I think I want to lead or facilitate a Rooted group, right? And so that's a big step. I mean, what prompted you to do that?
I think I have a big heart for the church, and the Bible talks about the greatest people are going to be the people that serve. And so I always had this really, really strange feeling around the whole facilitator, leader moniker that got put on me when I started facilitating the group. I like to think leadership as a serving role. And
Jesus did too, by the way.
yeah, that's who I was shooting for that. And so also this, God does call us to obedience, and He calls us to step out in uncomfortable situations. And so I wanted to serve our body. I shared before that I believe, I don't always share this all the time, but I do case management at the Homeless Services Center. And that's really great. It's good to help people out, help homeless people find housing, help them get different resources available. But the longer I work there, I realized that there is only one thing on this entire planet that is of utmost importance. If I help homeless people with housing or food or other resources, I still haven't helped them eternally. And so my heart was for the disenfranchised, the broken people, Santa Cruz County, and all communities. And I began to realize that I think the best way to reach out to those people is to have a healthy body of Christ.
Yes.
I believe that when we're healthy and all of us are doing our part, it's going to look something like the church in the early church, where nobody had a need, everybody supported each other, and people that are out there are going to see that about us and want to be a part of that themselves. I think that's the best way that we can outreach, is by supporting each other and being in community with each other. And since that was my heart, that's why I decided to start serving Rooted. I think that's one of the first keys. So.
I love it, and yeah, in fact, Scott Leggett, and his wife were in your Rooted group, and that can be intimidating when our executive pastor and his wife are there, because not that they're intimidating, they're super nice, but they were in the group and just talked, what a great job you did, and so Lindsay, I just want to say thank you for taking a step to move, to say, in a sense, out of the seats and into action and into movement, and to say, I just hope people will hear that, and from your example, be motivated and challenged, and say, I want to take a step too. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.